As I was writing down the things I need to let go in 2026, two major things were the use of AI in literally anything and doom scrolling. Both of these things, which we all are very well aware of, and if not, leads to the lack of critical thinking. Critical thinking, the very essence of our human brain. And the another term we see the rise in is brain rot, the Oxford Word of the Year for 2024, which in itself is really concerning for us as an entire generation to reach to a point where there was a need for such word to appear. The Oxford Dictionary defines brain rot as the supposed deterioration of person's mental or intellectual state, especially viewed as the result of overconsumption of material, now particularly online content, considered to be trivial or unchallenging. It just feels so stupid to say that we have reached a point where there's been active awareness going on to actually use our brain. So many articles and videos have been made time and time to state the lack of critical thinking that we are facing. While I was researching about how doom scrolling actually affects our brain and does brain rot actually manifest itself in a physical form, I stumbled across a really interesting topic. It's about how capitalism is using our lack of critical thinking to market its product. Take that silicon isolar or labubu for an example. When we see something everywhere, our brain is more likely to associate a trend with something valuable. And when we are tired from constant scrolling, we are less likely to question if we actually need that product. Since I'm talking about two topics, trend media and capitalism, there is also something ironic I discovered while reading an article from Current Affairs. We see the rise of anti capitalism now more than ever. Research from Data for Progress states that younger voters are more likely to be progressive than older voters, therefore, more skeptical towards capitalism. So, more of this awareness is being spread through media itself. The movies showing life under capitalism challenges their viewers to think about the destructiveness of the system. The companies platforming these movies are the same companies that rely on and support capitalism. Yet they are creating such movies and stories that goes in opposite direction of their interest. Why? Ironically, anti capitalism itself is its own market. Anti capitalism has its own variant industry in capitalism itself. This rebel got rebranded and sold back to us. With rising AI and AI models being used to write off screenplays, there is sense of fear created amongst writers for their job being replaced along with the low wages they already get. So writers are very well happy to write about anti-capitalism because that's the problem they are facing the most and they perceive that problem to be faced by everyone else. Capitalism thrives off by creating a product that is relatable to society, and if media sees that anti-capitalism is something people are more relating to and more likely to see, media is getting profit for creating such products, such content, and screenwriters are getting to talk about their problems. So they are being incentivized by social conditions around them. Either way, we get a perfect blend of both ends. One side is trying to tell the life under capitalism, and other side is trying to turn those stories into corporate cash flows. And the most ironic part about this is that the more these companies gain profit from anti capitalist media, the more they uphold the capitalist power because they are generating profits from it. And the more power they uphold, the more capitalist power they uphold, the more rise of anti capitalism media we'll get to see. And it's a never ending loophole. As I mentioned, now more than ever, people are being exposed to these anti capitalist themes and the emotions are being mainstreamed on media. It's a good thing because first step towards anything is awareness. The article mentions that these stories are presented in a manner that is more descriptive than prescriptive, meaning whatever you are being shown for entertainment purposes only doesn't lead to any call for action. All you are left with is more question and anger. Then these very emotions are being used to generate more profit because you are being shown exactly what you want to see. Remember the never ending loop we get stuck in? Exactly that. Instead, we need to direct this emotion toward actionable steps. Think about it.